So, Alfonso, the Godfather of real estate, we're live. We're live.
Oh my goodness, we're live. I heard we're live on LinkedIn. I was like, oh my God, maybe I should have worn a different shirt.
No,
I
we're
got my,
we're oops,
I
my
got my,
goodness, all
look,
over.
look, I'm just relaxing here, getting
Yeah,
ready for
exactly.
expand. We're getting ready for expand over here, right? So,
Exactly. And that's what this is all about, the Expand Real Estate Investor Conference, June
yes.
27, no, 28, 29, and 30th. And we're excited between the Real Estate Investment Network and Wealth Genius, Patrick Francie, Alfonso, the Godfather of real estate, coming together to put an amazing event together. And so Alfonso, Wealth Genius owns this event called Expand. Rain, the Real Estate Investment Network, and this community is coming together, and we are pushing out, inviting you to attend and to kind of consider making this weekend a really powerful way for you to grow your portfolio and your network. Now, Alfonso, have you said all of that? Give us some insights into what we should expand for, or what we should expect for Expand and the conference.
Well, we were talking about it before. There's a lot of doom and gloom in the headlines, and we want to make real estate investing great again. And ultimately, how we're going to do that is by bringing people together. During COVID, people forgot about the belly to belly connection, and we are opening our arms to the Rain community and our Wealth Genius community to unite and come together at this Expand conference, where we're going to have over 50 plus speakers talking about land development, investing in the U.S. We're going to be talking about multifamily, raising capital. We have some folks about wealth building and expanding your portfolios from a different perspective. For example, from a business perspective, marketing, branding, all of that in one place. Of course, you, Patrick, are going to grace us on our stages as well. And we're going to have a great time. On the Saturday evening, we have a gala, and we're bringing Mark Clearview, which is coming fresh from his Canada's Got Talent finalist appearance. And we have some really top talent that's coming to entertain us. So it's not just about the education, but it's also about the fun. And we're all going to be wearing tuxedos and looking like James Bond. And I'm just joking about that. But we're going to be looking good. We're going to be looking good and having a good time. That's what this weekend is about.
So it is a great weekend. So really, there's going to be real estate education. There's going to be some amazing network, the opportunity to surround yourself with like-minded individuals, which I'm a huge fan of. Expand your network. There's that cliche or that meme, your net worth is a reflection of your network. And what a great opportunity to meet other like-minded individuals who are not dream killers. They actually are in the same conversation when it comes to real estate investing. Then feed you. There's going to be some food there. And then, of
Oh
course, there's
yeah,
going to be the
your
entertainment.
yeah your ticket includes lunch on Saturday and Sunday. Plated. This is no like we're gonna give you a wrap. I mean, these are hot meals, plated meals, because this we have to pamper ourselves, right?
Look
And
after ourselves.
ultimately, that's what the gala is about. That gala, again, dinner included in the ticket, and entertainment. We're gonna look good, smell good, feel good, and it's all about collaboration. It's all about coming together and building and expanding our businesses, which is kind of what we want to do. Use this as a launch pad to go into the next level, because the people that do it during this time are going to be the people that are going to be that much further ahead, in 6 months from now.
There's such an interesting weekend coming up with Expand at the end of the month, folks. And here's the thing, I know from my perspective, I'm going to be talking about the business of investing in real estate. I'm going to be doing a bit of an economic update and looking at the long-term real estate success formula. And then the self-funding house, a good friend of ours, Rod Schulhauser, is going to be showing up to talk about the self-funding house. Now, for some listening, Alfonso, we run into the problem of, given all the economic doom and gloom, we see that, interest rates went down. Good news, a little bit of shift of sentiment, only a quarter point. Okay, great. At least we're going in the right direction. But on the bad news side of it, we're seeing unemployment go up. We're seeing housing controversy, housing emergency, all the rest of it. Now, this is the key here. The real estate market has changed forever. If we live into an old story of what once was, we'll never do anything.
Yeah.
The Expand conference is not only about expanding your network, but it's also about expanding your knowledge to understand that going forward, the game of real estate is the same. How you play the game has changed. And this is really what it's all about, isn't it? Is understanding that, for example, the self-funding house, I'll just use that as one example. Knowing how to buy a first home when you can add an additional dwelling unit, what that means to you in terms of what you need to qualify for the bank changes the game. At one point you say, okay, well, I need a 200,000 household income to qualify for a mortgage. Well, we're going to show you how. Rod Schulhauser is going to explain to you exactly how you can do that with only 114,000 household income. That's a pretty significant shift in how you qualify for a mortgage. Then on the investor side of it, the real estate investor side of it, how do you get the banks to say yes? We just did a whole video today about what the banks are doing in terms of financing, how creative they're getting, because they do have to lend money, Alfonso, as you know. And then we look at the multifamily landscape that is really taking off, right? Both US and Canada. You're going to be speaking to that, and some of the speakers that we have are going to be talking about that. The point is this. It's not the time to shut down because of a bad economy. It's the time to actually step in, lean into this economy, because so many opportunities are there. And when you learn how to find those opportunities, how to leverage those opportunities, it changes your financial future forever. Now, the only thing I would add to that, Alfonso, we're not saying this is get rich quick. We're not saying it is easy. It is simple, and when you put yourself in the right environment, you learn how to do that, you can take steps forward to grow that financial freedom that people are searching for. Now, I know that's a little bit long-winded. Anything you want to add to that?
Well, I just wanted to add during COVID, we saw two types of people, people that contracted and people that expanded. Mm-hmm. And when you have times like this, you can do one of two things. You can contract or you can expand. And that's what the entire philosophy of this Expand conference is about. It's all about expansion, living in expansion, growing, building your businesses. This is the time more than ever. We are living through the best of times, regardless of whatever you hear on the news. As you know, the news is just there to
sell headlines.
Yeah, sell headlines, right? And they're in the advertising business after all. And the only way they could sell more advertising is by getting the eyeballs. And the way to get the eyeballs is to scare everyone.
Bad news.
And you could fall into that. It's a trap, right? You could fall into it, and it's a spiral down. It's a contraction. People just want to hold on to what they have. Or you could decide, by the way, you have the choice to forget about all that and move into expansion, move into growth, move into creation, move into building, creating more, becoming more. And through that light, and once you're shining, you start inspiring other people to shine as well. And that's the momentum that an event like this has. It's like a launch pad for everyone in attendance, which is why it's so important, especially during times like these.
Well, the thing about all of it is that, in a boom cycle of real estate, everybody's a genius, everybody's smart, and, but the real true growth in real estate portfolios can be made in these economic downturns. But here's the thing about it. There's a phrase that I love to use, that confidence is rarely owned. It's almost always borrowed. And when you come to the Expand Real Estate Conference, this is an opportunity to expand not just your knowledge, but your network and the support you have. And that's really you, myself, the other speakers, are all experienced in business and in real estate. We've been through, sadly, or maybe good, is that, I've been through at least 4 economic downturns, recessions, true recessions
Yes.
in my lifetime. I've seen this, and I've also seen where once you understand how these cycles work, how the economy works, what's going on with the banking system, what's going on in the real estate world, guess what? You can actually grow wealth today more by leaning into it, by surrounding yourself with the right people, by getting the knowledge, than you can even in a boom cycle. And I think that's something that generally everyday kind of people, average, that aren't in the real estate market, they don't understand that. And to our point earlier, is they buy into the headlines and the doom and gloom. Yes, it's a tough time. Yes, the recession is real. Yes, unemployment is real. But for those who have the courage, surround themselves with the right people, this is the time to actually leverage knowledge, leverage capital, and put it to work in the real estate market.
And expand.
And expand.
I mean, you're either contracting or expanding, but you're not doing both.
Well, listen, Alfonso,
it's impossible to do both.
You can't do both, and Alfonso, just because, we've got some viewers and I want to speak to them. If you have some questions, folks, I think I can see it. Put it in the chat. Cool. If you've got a couple questions you'd like us to answer around the real estate market or around the conference. But Alfonso, tell me, when you look at recently, so my call on interest rates, by the way, was I didn't think they were going to lower them before the end of the year. So I was happy to be wrong. I love the fact that it shifts the sentiment of the market. I don't think it's going to move the needle too much, but having said that, it's the right direction. Yeah. I think that's good. How do you view what's going on in the market today? Interest rates? Do you have some kind of Godfather-like advice that you would provide?
Well, you know what? I've been investing since 2000, year 2000. So, I have been through a few corrections in the market as well. And I've been around for a while. Of course, not as long as you have. We won't say exactly. We won't say exactly how long. We won't say exactly how long. But maybe I could be the godfather of real estate, and you could be the grandfather of real estate. I don't know.
There you go.
I'm just joking. But you know what? During 2020, there was the same feeling, uncertainty, the media, the narratives, and the ones that took action were the ones that actually were able to reap the rewards, because we are living during the best of times. That's just what it is. Now more than ever, you see more and more and more opportunity. You didn't see it in 2021 where there was 101 offers on a particular property. Yeah. This is the time to take action. The only difference is there's different strategies. You're going to have to apply different strategies to make things work today. Yep. That's what we're going to be talking about the Expand conference. We're going to be talking about what is relevant right now. What can you do now? How do you underwrite a property now? The way I underwrite a property today is different than I was underwriting a property in 2019. These are 100%. Two different, now we have to take different things into consideration, right? Mm-hmm. Back in 2019, the fact that someone could go through COVID or a situation where the world was locked down wasn't even fathomable in 2019. And so what are you going to do today? And you got to get around the people that are executing and doing the things that you want to do and living the life that you want to live. Mm-hmm. That's what this Expand conference is going to be all about. I'm going to bring what I know. I know right now we are building. We're building from scratch apartment buildings, 50 to 100 units at a time. I'm going to bring all the strategies that I've learned in the past 2 years. By the way, MLI Select came as a surprise, but also a gift, right? Also a gift for a lot of multifamily investors. Yeah. And you just you got to learn a few little tricks that I'm going to teach at the Expand Investor Conference on how anybody could get into this game right now more than ever. Think about this. Mm-hmm. There's a housing crisis. Yes, there's a recession. Yes, the interest rates are higher. But right now, the multifamily game is the game to be in. and you might as well learn that game from people that know what they're doing. And we're going to bring everything. We're not going to leave anything behind. This Expand conference is all about expansion. If you get on a plane, I know it's the 28, 29, 30. If you got something else planned, cancel it. I'm telling you, this is the event that you're going to want to participate in. And we're going to bring all the strategies of what's relevant right now, what you can do, how to position yourself, all of it, because these next 6 months are so important. And, if we went back to 2020, what would you tell yourself to do more of, And so that's exactly where we are today. Today, the next 6 months are going to be so important. And on what side of that opportunity do you want to be on?
Fantastic. We're bringing two communities together, the Real Estate Investment Network, Wealth Genius. We are going to bring our A game. I know you are going to bring your A game. I'm going to bring mine. The other speakers as experts are going to bring theirs. We're going to learn. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have some food, and we're going to have some entertainment. And we're going to make it an amazing weekend to expand our network and our net worth. Alfonso, I'll leave the final words to you before we sign off.
Well, listen, this is what I got to say. You're either contracting or expanding, but you're not doing both. So might as well expand.
Let's expand together. Alfonso, the godfather of real estate. Thanks, buddy.